and welcome to Family Friendly Foods. Today, we're going to talk about easy breakfast ideas. But I need my Diet Coke first. The first thing I want to do today is fix some hard-boiled eggs, which can be used for any number of things. But good Lord, don't make green eggs. I hate that. People have a bad habit of overcooking hard-boiled eggs. I mean, I asked somebody one time and they said they cooked theirs for 30 minutes. And I just was aghast. I said, how many do you cook for 30 minutes? And they said, 4. All right, here's the rules, all right? I've got cold water. Do not put your cold eggs in hot water. It'll crack them. Now, I'm going to do 6 eggs. I don't know how many most people do, but I'm going to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what you want to notice about this is they're not piled on top of each other, okay? So they're going to cook evenly. Does that make sense? I hope. Now, if I've got 6 eggs, I'm going to put them on the stove, and when they come to a boil, I'm going to set my timer for 12 minutes for 6 eggs and let them boil/simmer for 12 minutes. When I get done, I'm going to put them in an ice bath so they cool right away. And then you'll have a creamy yolk. It won't be crumbly. It won't be green. I love a nice hard-boiled egg. So anyway, here I go. I'm putting it on the stove. When it boils, I'm going to set the timer. Okay, now we've got our eggs boiling, and we set our timer for 12 minutes, I think. And
was I in charge of that?
Well, no, but we were talking, and then I realized it was boiling. So I think it had just started.
Okay,
but,
it'll be all right.
Right. Now, today, one of the things I'm going to make, or we're going to make, is a really good whole grain waffle. I'm not toasting it or anything. I'm just thawing it. This is a quickie. It's easy.
You know, it's pliable.
Pliable. There you go, because we're going to eat it like a taco.
I love breakfast food.
I've got some peanut butter here.
Okay.
And you've got a knife, and we're going to spread it in the holes of the waffle.
This is why I like waffles more than pancakes.
I know you can fill the holes up.
Usually it's with butter and syrup, but this will be just fine.
I like it with
more of a protein.
Well, and that's what we want to talk about today, all the good proteins we're going to have. So we've got this, and then to add more protein, Greek no-fat yogurt.
And not full of a lot of sugar either, I'm imagining.
No, it is not. And Greek yogurt has about twice as much protein as regular yogurt.
Which is great to know, because there's so many options for yogurt.
I know.
In the grocery store. You're like, well, which one? It's not just based on taste. You can actually make a choice based on what's best for your body.
Exactly, and that's why we're going with no-fat Greek vanilla. Now, you're not going to use all this unless you've got a big family, or I don't know, maybe you will. So you can either save it for the next day, you can eat it, you can do whatever. Don't throw it out.
No.
So you're going to take and you're going to put...
Kind of like, if you want to make yourself believe it's more sugary than it is, tell yourself this is like vanilla icing.
Well, it is. I mean, you know, because of the way they do the vanilla in that, I think it is.
I've convinced myself this tastes like vanilla pudding. Oh, I can't eat it yet.
All right, now, we're going to use a little fruit. Now, what I do is I buy frozen fruit because lots of times there's not that many people in my house. Fruit will go bad.
Okay.
Because it'll get in the shelf over my head, no lie. And I don't see it. So I buy frozen fruit and then take out whatever I need either that morning or you can do it at night or whatever. So we're going to take our fruit and put it on one side,
Okay.
or however we want to do it.
One side's good. And you know what I do with my, well, keep cooking or teaching us how to do this, but what's our next thing? And I'll tell you how. What I do with this.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon makes everything better.
Oops. And I use cinnamon that's from Saigon. That's real cinnamon, and you can tell by the smell. Oh, don't do any more. Smell how strong it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the real
We
thing.
cinnamon that thing up.
And you don't have to. And you don't have to use the honey. But if you use local honey,
Isn't it good for your allergies and things like that?
exactly. Because what's honey made from?
Bees.
Bees. How do they make it? With pollen.
Local
So it's
flowers.
like, yeah.
Okay. This is kind of pretty. Yours is kind of pretty. Mine's.
Well, no, that's
First time.
fine. Now, you're going to fold it in half.
Yep.
That's why I used to not call this a breakfast taco, but the kids started calling it
I love
that.
it. That's really good. Mmm. This is so good. So,
I love this. And you can use any fruit you want.
what I was going to tell you I do for work is I put yogurt and frozen fruit in with it and some granola in a container.
Yeah.
And by the time I get ready to eat it at work, by the time I've driven into work, that frozen fruit has melted or thawed.
And it keeps it cold.
Thawed, yeah.
Right.
So, I am a big fan of frozen fruit.
Well, and in the middle of the winter, my gosh, it's a lot less expensive.
This is so.
All right, I'm
Fast
going to
and
finish
easy.
eating this. I don't want y'all seeing me spill it everywhere. Okay?
All right.
Thanks.
This was good.
Okay, hard-boiled eggs are done. 12 minutes. Poured them out. Then I put it in ice water
Why?
to stop it. Thank you. To stop it from cooking. Now, to make it peel easier, and if you will help me,
Okay.
just crack it a little and put it back in there. And the cold water will get under where you crack. You don't have to crack the whole thing.
Oh, okay, just a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And what we're going to do, we're going to let these sit in the ice water until we're ready to use them. And obviously, you're going to be able to eat this hard-boiled egg just by itself. But I got something else to have with it.
Ooh.
It's really, it's good for you, but it's got a little bit of sugar.
Well,
Well-
you know, I'm not a big fan of eggs, so maybe I'll enjoy the egg more.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, the next good thing we're going to make are what I call naughty bars, and I call them naughty because you can use your hands.
Oh.
All right, now here's a scoop. Once you make these, if you refrigerate them, they get harder, so you pick them up and they're kind of like a candy bar, but they're truly a protein bar.
Because they're made with peanut butter. I'm
Peanut
assuming.
butter, and we'll have powdered milk, a little honey and cinnamon, and of course you have to have chocolate chips. I'm using cinnamon checks, one because they're gluten-free, and I have some people in my family, nieces and that are celiac, and this is also whole grain.
Fantastic.
And now, here's what we're gonna do.
Can I say, this is one of my family's favorite go-to snacks.
Oh, it's wonderful.
So I kind of know how to make these, but
All right, so what we're gonna do, we're not gonna make a whole lot, as you see.
All right.
And after we make them, Kirby, what we're gonna do is I like to make a bar, kinda, but put it in here.
Okay.
So then when you pick it up,
that's great because we don't do that, and they do tend to get a little.
yucko bucko.
Yeah, I've tried making them in all sorts of things, like in muffin tins, and I've got some of those rubbery
Oh, yeah.
bars, but they're hard to get out of that. So I like your idea a
Yeah,
lot
you
more.
have to spring them.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, I've got some people that are making these, and they're putting all kinds of dried fruit in it and other nuts, and this is the base for you. All right, now you want to make sure you've got it all crunched up. Now, I've been trying, as I told you, grape nuts in it.
Yes. That
And
sounds
it's
like a great idea.
kind of mix them together, the grape nuts and cinnamon checks. While grape nuts, they're very high in iron. So there you go. So now, I'm going to take
some peanut butter.
Well, I'm going to use, no, well, I was going to let you use this big one.
Oh, I see, okay.
We really don't know how much we need until we start.
And this will be great.
Smashing
This
it
will be a
around.
great reminder because I have long since forgotten what the exact recipe is, and a lot of times I'm just winging it. And you do have to kind of get the proportions right, otherwise
It
they
won't
won't
set
stick.
up.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and a trick really, too, is this powdered milk. Now, since we're using cinnamon checks, we don't need cinnamon.
Not this time.
All right, so I'm going to use a little bit of honey.
But sometimes I make this recipe with whatever cereal I have left over in my
Sure.
house. Like if I have just a few Cheerios left, I scrunch them all up. And
Exactly.
Then the cinnamon would be great to add.
Right. Cinnamon's good for your blood sugar.
Regulates it. I like to think that I'm not getting as hungry when I'm having a little cinnamon because my blood sugar level has been regulated. I don't know if that's true, but I put it in my coffee even when I'm brewing
I
my
love
coffee.
cinnamon in my coffee. Now, with this much, you want not quite a heaping teaspoon.
Okay.
And we're going to mix that in.
This would be the portion that I usually don't do right. So.
Well, that's really a key to it, to be honest with you.
And what does this do? Is it like a binder?
It helps as a binder. It also helps with your calcium. Now, some people put fruit in it. They do whatever. I, on the other hand,
use chocolate chips.
mini chocolate chips.
Oh,
Well-
mini. Yeah, mini is key because if you use the regular size,
It won't hold up.
no. I may have been your greatest tester on these because I've been making these since your cookbook came out.
Right.
And that was many years ago. I hope you make another cookbook soon.
I will, as soon as I can find an illustrator. My illustrator, who I thought was the best one in the world, went legally blind from, she had a double lung transplant, and her anti-rejection medicine caused a problem.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Well, it is, and it's just too bad because she was so good. All
well,
right.
there are a lot of illustrators out there, so I think maybe someone
Yeah,
else will
but not
step up.
that
Not like
people
her.
understand that
Yeah.
this isn't about the money. It's about feeding people. Okay,
How do you feel about stick drawings? I might be able to help you out.
I can do that. And mine are so bad you don't know what they are. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and actually I could have put something on my hands so it wouldn't, but I didn't. It's another reason why it's naughty. 'Cause
Well, it's
you're
fun.
using your hand.
You know, kids really like to make these too.
I know, because you can touch them.
I make my naughty bars smaller than yours. I guess I should.
Well,
typically I make mine about this size here. This,
Oh, so you're making little 1 ounce meatballs.
yeah, that's what I've been doing, but I'll make them bigger. But that's about what I like to pop in my mouth.
Oh, yeah, I make 2 bites. All right, I'm never going to be able to get this off my hand. Now, one person I know that makes it, she puts them in the freezer.
Yeah, they get very hard when you do it that way. You'll
Yeah.
break a tooth if you don't let it soften up a bit before you eat it.
All right, look,
How you doing there?
I'm doing fine, except for I'm just going to lick the rest of this.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to put them in the refrigerator, let them set up, and I'm telling you, these things are amazing. And once you make them, you play with them some, and then you decide on exactly how you want them to be. Okay?
All right, you go ahead and lick your fingers, and I'll put these in the refrigerator.
Okay, thanks. Okie dokie. Now here we go. We've got our hard-boiled eggs we've had in ice. We cracked them. Now we're going to peel them.
All right.
And they should peel.
Boy, nice and easy.
They should peel easy.
Look at that.
I didn't get farmer's eggs because I didn't want to get a whole dozen.
So
Why
where did you
can't
get
I get
these?
this to
You just
peel?
got like a
I got them at
six-pack?
Value Market. Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't get the.
Would you like me to do it for you, Chef?
Well, you know what? I hate arthritis.
Aw.
But see how much easier it comes off?
Yes. Yeah, this is the way to go.
Crack it while it's still hot and put it in ice water.
You have the best tips.
Well, if
You really do.
you used to, you can still buy these already peeled, okay?
Really? That's
I mean,
silly.
unpeeled.
That seems
Unpeeled hard-boiled eggs.
can?
But, yeah. And that's what a lot of restaurants use, but no place I ever worked.
well, and wouldn't that cost you a lot more money
Well, but you've got labor.
Oh, for in a restaurant.
Right. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our special.
Okay, our special.
Our special. And I'm going to use your spoon, and then
Sure.
you can use your spoon. First, butter. Now, I like to use the butter that has canola oil in it.
And why is that?
Well, it's spreadable. It doesn't
Oh.
get hard. See?
That's key.
And it cuts a little bit of the saturated fat. And what people don't realize is margarine is a trans fat.
Yes.
Which is a no, no, no.
Don't eat it.
And somebody said, well, I don't use margarine. I use, what's
Crisco.
that one about butter? It tastes like butter or something. Anyway, I said, it's not butter. Anyway, so we're going to take this, and you don't have to get carried
I
away.
can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah, and they thought that,
Well, but it's not their fault. There's a lot of marketing that goes on.
I
It's
know.
confusing.
I know. Oh, I didn't say it was their fault. Okay. Now I got my butter. Now, if you wanted to, you could use vanilla yogurt
Okay. I would probably do
instead
that.
of butter.
I
Oh,
don't even think I
no.
have any butter in my house.
Oh, really?
Well, I have some sticks. If I'm going to make a cake or something, but
All right, now,
okay.
I put a little bit of sugar, and it wasn't even a teaspoonful.
Okay.
And we want a little bit of cinnamon.
Again, mine comes out in a blob, and yours wants to not. I just need to practice.
See how I hold this up high?
Oh, right.
It's snowing. It's
I like it.
snowing. Perfect. Can you smell that cinnamon?
Mm-hmm. Saigon cinnamon is what we need to go for.
Yes. All right.
What is the
Now-
other type of cinnamon?
Well, it's from a tree, like cinnamon's the bark of a tree, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a different tree.
I see.
All right. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to make this so we're going to fold it in half.
Okay. Peaches. Now, are these canned peaches or?
No, thank you
Frozen?
for saying something.
Okay.
Instead of fresh, I got some frozen peaches.
Okay.
Again, you pull out what you want.
Gotcha.
All right, now I'm ready to go here.
Okay.
And I'm going to fold it in half.
Oh, so we're not adding eggs to this.
No.
This is just another.
You have whole grain and you have fruit. Is that not good? And if you want protein, you can eat your hard-boiled egg. And you will see inside the egg there is no green, and it's just as creamy as you want.
What would cause it to be green?
You overcooked it.
Ah.
That's why you put it in an ice bath right away. And that's when it gets crumbly. A lot of people say, I don't like hard-boiled eggs. Well, they've never had one cooked correctly. Julia Child, in one of her cookbooks, has a 2-page thing on how to cook a hard-boiled egg.
And you've just showed it to us in 30 seconds.
There you go. All right, so a good dinner would be, dinner, look at me.
Sometimes people like breakfast for dinner.
That's true. Hard-boiled egg
Yeah.
and your peach sandwich.
It would
that
be a nice
good?
combination.
Yeah. All right. On to one more breakfast idea. We've got a whole grain flour tortilla. And this is what we're going to make it out of. I'm into the whole grain because if I'm not, Kirby reminds me.
I will get on to yes.
Yes. All right. Kirby is going to cut on the apple some. And once you got to cut all the way down.
You asked me if I remember how to cut the apple, and I kind of forgot.
Wait a minute. Let's see how much we need.
Oh, okay, let's do that.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, I've got a dull knife.
Here, this one's not.
All right. Well,
That might have been the knife that I brought.
no, it's probably the knife that somebody borrowed from me, and I found it. You can cut that. Well, let's see if we've got enough here. We may not.
So pretty thin slices,
Yeah.
because they have to be able to roll up.
Yeah. Why don't you cut one more thing off there,
Sure.
and then we'll. I'm gonna.
I'll do that. I'll take care of that.
All right, I'm gonna. Now y'all might be saying, why are you using so much peanut butter? Peanut
Why are
butter
we using
is an
so much peanut
amazing
butter?
protein.
It is.
It doesn't go bad. You don't have to worry about it.
It's relatively inexpensive.
And if you're allergic to peanuts or almonds or any of that stuff, what you use is sun butter, and it's made with sunflower seeds.
Pardon me while I add some of these. And sun butter is really, really good.
And it tastes just like sunflower seeds because that's what it is. Now, when you spread your peanut butter, make sure you get it like not a clump in the middle.
Okay. Mind if I put mine over here? Or do you need more?
Nope.
So make it nice and even.
Yeah.
Make it an even spread.
Even Steven. And then you can do this several ways. You can fold it over or you can roll it up. Let me show you about rolling it up. Put 2 pieces down.
Okay. This is kind of fun too. This is another
And
great
roll
recipe
it
to make with your
over.
kids.
Well, maybe we didn't need all this. 2 more.
Well, I'm happy to eat some.
I know.
I like apple slices. Whoops. I like apple slices with peanut butter on them.
Well,
Don't you?
I love apples.
I like a good crunchy apple.
Yeah, like a crisp or a honey crisp.
Is there any way?
Oh, now look what I did.
What?
I did this and I forgot, speaking of honey.
To add the honey? Honey?
Yeah, would you add a little bit of honey and a little bit of cinnamon?
Absolutely. More? Or is
Yeah,
that good?
that's good. And remember, you want to use local honey.
Oh, and that's easy to find, huh? I know you can get it.
And Value Market has a lot of it.
Whoops, that's kind of
From
messy.
a guy in Crestwood and somebody somewhere else. I love the form. It's my favorite. Now, I'm going to roll this up the way I had it. Okay. Now, I'm going to cut it in half at an angle
Why?
because I think that looks neat.
Well, it does look nice. I always think everything we're doing is, oh, look at that.
Well, it's just we made them different.
We could maybe add a little, you could add a little walnut to that too if you ever wanted.
Well, you could add
Some
anything
raisins.
to it. Raisins, anything. What I do with these recipes, I'm giving you the basic recipe. So you have an idea. You can add all kinds of stuff to that. You could have 2 kind of fruits. Now, what do I do with this apple that I don't eat?
You're going to go like this.
If you don't eat it, you can take it and put a little orange juice or lemonade or something on it. Wrap it in some film wrap and put it in the refrigerator, put it in a Ziploc bag. It'll be fine.
So I could do that. I could have been doing that all these years for my kids, sending their apples to school, and they wouldn't have been brown. Sorry. I'll just take a little taste of this because it's one of my favorite little snacks.
Oh, I'm going to eat my...
Thank you, Chef Nancy.
I
Another
love
great option.
Whole grain protein fruit, cinnamon, and like antibiotics almost.
We could call that the antibiotic wrap.
Antihistamine.
Okay.
Okay, enjoy your breakfast. Obviously we are. And I just got some more Diet Coke. You want your coffee?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Bon appetit.